Hi guys, well, we're going to do this one a little different this time, because we have to. We're going to eat first and then start the video. So, some lessons learned. GoPro has voice activation, and at least with my luck, when you tell GoPro to start recording, and it hears something like GoPro, it will stop recording. So basically the first 4 minutes of the video never existed. Or first part, there's a couple parts that got dropped. Anyhow, and you'll find some other things. There was a lot of things that bombed. I learned that I've got a Rode microphone, works great, but then afterwards I realized it's directional. So when I'm talking behind it, it's all muffled. Lesson learned. And then we'll also see that the duck head, I don't think it was as fresh as what it was supposed to be. I think there was 5 or 6 heads in there. One I tossed out because it just didn't look right. And it was the last package. And at this Asian market, I'm not going to say which one it was, a lot of their stuff in the cooler sits in blood, the packages. So, just thinking it's a market, grocery store, ought to be okay. A few hours after having a few heads, I think I only had 2. Wasn't feeling so hot. So the pork skins we were gonna do, they kind of had a funk to them too. So in the trash it all went. See, other than that, you'll see some stuff on the snacks that didn't go so hot, but the beef head did turn out great. We did have some success, thank God. It was a long night. So right now I've just got plain and simple. I didn't do the brain, could barely get to the brain. By the time the beef head came out of the oven, the eyeballs were pretty much shriveled up to nothing, so no point there. But there was a lot of meat that came off it. So I've got tongue and I guess neck meat, behind the ear meat, but and it was early in the morning. I was ready just to call it a day. So we're gonna give it a shot. I'm kind of warmed up to this Frank's Red Hot. Not a sponsor, but I could be. Frank's. It's got kind of I think a vinegar base to it. So let's give it a shot. I can't find anyone else that wants to try it with me, so we've got plenty enough for future stews and whatever else. It's like brisket, and you really can't taste the tongue. I did tongue before, and I just sliced it. Eating it reminds you of tongue, so yeah, didn't really care for that. So anyhow, enough talk. Let's get to the video, and it'll probably so long it'll be a couple videos. But anyhow, you ready? Hit it! Hey everybody, you ready? It's time, let's do this. Do I have any idea what I'm doing? I mean, yeah, YouTube helped me out. So basically, no, but what could go wrong, right? So, been looking forward to this. Been doing my homework. We got this, we got a full day ahead of us. Beef head, duck head, we got snacks. There's gonna be a lot, so we're gonna break this up in a few videos because it's gonna be too much. Even chilies. I mean, the thing is, I'm learning about chilies. I have no idea what's what, but you know, here we go. So Larry is going to be our, I'm sorry, this is Larry. Should have introduced you. You know, I've known Larry since Monday. Great guy. I figure if we're going to be hanging out this much time, he ought to have, you know, a name. I don't want to call him Bud. But I want you to know everything was a clean process. Larry didn't see any of this coming. He's got glaucoma. He obviously lived a good life. He's healthy. I mean, I'll show you the teeth later. He was well taken care of. So let's get this started. And you know how I hate YouTubers that say without further ado. So other than that, my little token is, let's get dirty. Alright, Kinders. So I got the smoker fired up. We're gonna smoke them for 4 hours and then bring them in for the rest. I'm not gonna worry about the top of the head, it's all booming. Little basil leaf. More of that coriander that I have no idea what it does, but I've never used it yet, so might all be surprised. Okay, she's done. We're seasoned. I'm gonna grab another beer. Next time I see you, we'll have it on the smoker, and then we've got duck head. Move inside. See you then. Alright guys, on to my next mistake. Duck head. So while Larry is taking a rest, getting a tan in the smoker, we're gonna move down to these guys. I've washed them, cleaned them, picked off the last few feathers. First thing we're gonna do is blanch the shit out of them, make sure we kill everything, and then we're gonna cook up some chilies, and we're gonna, I still don't know what I'm gonna do. Boil them, fry them, so I'm gonna do both. So here we go. And yeah, first of all, thank you for everyone that responded to this video, asking for their paid debts or giving me their well wishes that I may not make it through. So I appreciate you caring, but I haven't gotten food poisoning from my own cooking yet. But this might be it. Who knows? Let's get started. Oh, and while we're talking, I want to throw a shout out to our sponsor today. That would be my wife, Christy. She allows me to have the checkbook to do this random stupid stuff, and she's gracious enough to even leave the house for the night while I do this. She's doing it all for me. So, sweetheart, I thank you, love you. Also want to throw a shout out to DS. Thanks for keeping the head in your fridge so she could thaw out. And now let's move on. So we are blanching our duck heads. Yeah, don't know for sure what you're seeing, but I am removing the funky stuff. Lord knows what that could be. Okay, so if my YouTubing is right, what we're gonna do is take care of the chilies, and what they say is and dried chilies, to rehydrate them, put them in a hot pan with oil for a little bit, like 20 seconds on each side, and then you're good to go. So let's see what happens here. At least they're not greasy, so I'm not worried about setting the house on fire. Hopefully I don't have the heat too hot. Grab them all here. I just got a little bit of oil in there, just to kind of lube them up a little bit. one guy was kind of squishing them. Oh yeah, it's hot. But what the heat does is it releases the oils. I'm just gonna turn the heat off now because it's getting a little smoky. All right, let's pull them off. Ready to start simmering on their own. So, like I said, there's chilies in there, garlic, duck head. Okay, over in this pot, we got the pork skin cooking. We just got everything going everywhere. Braised eel. I've cooked eel before. It was good. And this too is also pretty good. I mean, there's little bones in it. You just chew the bones. And if you haven't eaten all day, it doesn't taste bad. I did realize on the green tea that I purchased that the advertisement is enter to win a iPhone 14. I've had my 14 for a couple years, so expiration date 2023. Oh shit, this expired last August. Okay, I'm sure it's just for safety reasons. So well, I don't think I scored too well at the Asian market this time. Yeah, I took a break, had a tea, it expired last August. And so I thought, well, I'll get a snack. This is a fish snack. It says seasoned yellow stripe. Maybe I ate it wrong, but that's nothing more than like a big fish scale. It tastes like a fish scale. There's no fish to that. So I went next to the dry seafood, Saigon Gourmet, Chabon, Tam Chepe, Nam Khan. Ready to eat soft and chewy. Soft and chewy. Yeah, it tears apart just fine, but you ever gnawed on an old bed mattress? That's what this is. I'm just disappointed. Okay, so here we go. Woo! I took just a little bite, and the chilies are, yeah, they're happening. So maybe what I need to do is take this with the duck. Maybe that's the whole thing. Doesn't smell bad. I feel bad, but all right, here we go. That's got some throat in it. Let's cut that out. That. Some of my dried fish pastry. Let's get some more. get into her. And now we have, here's an eyeball. Let's just throw the eyeball on there. Come on, bone. Let's get that out of the way. There's some brain. It's creamy. Yay. Alright, so here it is. We're going to do brain, eyeball, a little bit of cheek on a dried fish, something or other. So, you can't say that I'm not trying, right? Here we go. Oh, one bone. Not a bone. Damn, a lot of them. Oh, beak. This is failing too. Another bone. We do have one more. Alright, this is Taste Fishes. God, please be better than everything else. They come in their own separate pack. Let's try this out. Please, Lord. Please, please, please. There she is. Well, thank goodness something's going right. And here's what I learned. Stick to what you know. Barbecue. I don't know duck, but gotta try it. Larry's looking good. That's 5 hours on the smoker. I'm gonna put him at 275 in the oven. Just let him go overnight and wrap him up real good. We're gonna finish off the pig skin and probably take a little nap here in a bit. But anyhow, at least Larry's taking care of me because everything else has failed. So, see you in a bit. Okay. Long day. It's 1:30 in the morning. I got some work ahead of me before the wife gets home. But here it is. Time for the reveal. And I got a good feeling about this. So let's just take a peek and see what we got here. It's basically been on, what, about 12 hours. 11 hours or so. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. It's falling right off. Okay, ready? You really don't want to see me right now, but that's good. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. I'd say success. Finally, out of all the stuff we went through in the last 12 hours. Crumblies are always best. Okay. There's the tongue. Even with the skin on. It's like butter. So, I'm going to let it rest for a bit. Maybe put some pants on. And we'll tear her apart. That. Okay. So, I'm just going to say 11 hours into it. So far, pretty impressed. In the bottom of the roaster, I put in, I don't know, a quart maybe less than that, and some beef broth. Chopped the onion into fourths, and a couple cinnamon sticks. And it's still, like you can tell, still steaming after about 20 minutes. But let's tear into it. Still heavy as heck, but yeah, so far I'm impressed. I'm at least gonna tear it apart now, and then I'll deal with shredding it and chopping it in the morning. Well, I guess later this morning. So let's do this. Let's can we remove the top half? Let's there we go. That's what I want to do. Perfect. Oh yeah, just like, ooh, look at the steam come off of that. So we got the tongue. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot, hot, hot. Let's try pulling some cheek meat. Look at that. That's cool. And that, oh man. Wow. Perfect. Get this big ass thing out of here. There, shit goes flying. It might have even could have used a little more. Oh. I'm tired. Been a long day, but this is worth it. This is worth it. Meat is just coming right off. Pour some of the broth in here so it stays moist. Let's see if we can't get rid of this thing. Oh yeah, look at that. I'd say it's done. Man, there is quite a bit of meat on this. There is a lot more than I had ever guessed. So, she's steaming real good. I'm gonna let it set a little more and pull off whatever else I don't eat by the time it does cool off. Dude, that's cool. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. If I don't fall asleep and don't wake up again for a while. After that duck, I'm surprised I woke up when I did. So what do you think? You want to hang out with me for a day and see what happens? Not many do, but anyhow. So it took a good hour to air out the house, and even with windows, patio door open, that didn't work. So last resort, I ran out to the car. I had one new car scent air tree freshener left. Hung that baby up, and it worked pretty good. Actually worked better than the candles. Kind of set the mood. And hustled to get the house cleaned up. As soon as I hit the button on the dishwasher that I loaded, hit the start button, she walked in the door. So it finally all worked out. So Anyhow, guys, I know it was a long video. I'm surprised if you made it halfway through. I appreciate you being here. Send me ideas for more. No duck. We're off the duck. We're gonna move away from the Asian markets and try something else. So anyhow, with that, Sadie, take us out of here. See you later.